Hey guys, Dan here from the Mazer Squad, and this is a Blu-ray analysis of Howl from Beyond the Fog. Now, this is an SRS Cinemas Blu-ray release, and one thing to note about this is that they did offer a dual cover. Now, the first one is this original poster with a rather simple but nice-looking spine and a pretty good-looking back. And then we also have the alternate cover with art done by Matt Frank, and that looks like this. Now, this is some really nice artwork by Matt, and it's it's just really nice. The spine is very similar, same font and everything, just different coloration, and very similar back, again, just different coloration. Now, let me just go over a quick plot summary of this movie. Set in Kyushu during the Meiji era, a blind girl named Takada and a blind monster from a nearby lake named Nebula fight against greedy developers who threaten to take over her family's land. Using an all-puppet human cast and a fantastic monster suit, it offers a new aesthetic in the world of kaiju films. Now, this really is a nice-looking film. At first, the puppets are a little jarring, I will admit, but you get over it in about 5 seconds, and this is what the inside looks like. Again, this is more of an analysis, not a review of the movie. For that, we do have a podcast that is up here. If you want to click the little pop-up over here, that'll take us over to the Mazer Squad podcast, and we do a review. It's actually our first episode of this film. Great film. But more in the podcast. Now, I like that it does come with an art card, and it does fit inside, unlike other SRS releases I've gotten where the art card is strangely just a little bit too big for the case that it won't fit. And the disc art is absolutely beautiful. That's why I went with this art for my cover, because I just thought it went better with the set. Nothing against the Matt Frank art. I often do choose the Matt Frank art, but that's one thing I like about SRS Cinemas is they do give you dual art covers. So if you want to choose your aesthetic, you can. You're more than open to. So let's pop this in the computer and see what's on the disc. All right, and I'm all done ripping the Blu-ray for Howl from Beyond the Fog. And this is everything that's on the disc. So we have the feature film, which is in 1080p and has a English subtitle track. My only gripe with this is that the subtitle track is a little fast. I wish they'd slow it down a little bit, because sometimes they put like a few sentences up at the same time for like a second, and then there's 10 seconds of no subtitles. So they could have had them last a little bit longer. Next is just a logo page for SRS Cinemas, nothing too amazing here. And then we have the main menu for the feature, which looks really cool. Just one of the promotional arts really zoomed in, but yeah, you just have a movies and an extras panel over here. Next up is a making of featurette. It's 35 minutes long, so it's almost the runtime of the whole movie. One of the greatest things I wanted to show in this, though, I'm not going to play the audio, is they show some test footage that he didn't use in the movie, and it's more of a teaser that I haven't seen before. But I really think that they should have maybe included some of this footage in the movie, because it definitely, I felt, was a better look. I thought it was really good, and but it was a little stylistically different than the final movie was, so I can see why they didn't include it. You didn't get to see walking like this in the movie itself. Most of it was obscured by buildings at the time. So I was just going to let this play out so you guys can see everything. Because I don't know how many people are actually getting to see
I mean, obviously you can tell it's unfinished because you can see the guy operating the puppet for the head behind there, but still pretty good. Obviously unfinished. They didn't put it in the movie. I'm sure they would have taken care of all of that if they had put it in. And this is kind of like more of a shot that we got from the movie. Buildings kind of obscuring the legs. But yeah, really detailed puppet slash suit. The head was a puppet. The legs and body were a yeah. Then we had the special features menu, which just had the Matt Frank art. From watching the special features making of, it was actually, they said in there that this was done prior to the movie being made. This is just promotional art that Matt Frank made. So he didn't make it after the movie. This was before the movie as promotion. Correcting what I said earlier. And then the rest of it is all teasers and trailers. You have a Conga TNT teaser trailer, which is very short, and as you can see, a lot of it's a little different than what we got for the final product. That was a okay. I would give it like a 3 out of 10, but the comedy was really good. So if you want some pretty funny jokes, that's what I would do it for. Then we have just three teaser trailers for Howl. Then we have trailers for Bad CGI Sharks, which looks like a comedy, kind of riffing on the whole Sci-Fi Channel doing shark movies thing. And then kind of a follow-up, which is House Shark. I'm not sure if it's the same production company or a lot of shark movies. SRS does basically kaiju movies, and they do really bad, like B-level horror movies, which is perfectly fine because that's a popular genre. Now we have a trailer for Attack of the Giant Teacher, which we will be probably covering one day. And then just a trailer for Raiga and Rigo, first and second movies in the trilogy. And that's basically what wraps it up. I would give this a pretty good score on the release scale. Probably I'd say like probably a 9 out of 10. Great quality movie. I wish the subtitles were a little bit better, but we got a really nice featurette for the making of that kind of replaces the usual director's commentary that I usually like to see. But I would say that this 35-minute making of definitely makes up of commentary, which director's commentary for a Japanese speaking film very hard to do anyway. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you guys for watching. We did cover this in our first podcast, so if you like to click the link up above and check out that review, go ahead. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.